Okay. Right. So we should be going live pretty much right now. So what I want to do now is do something different since the weather's been here kind of crazy. It's been just nonstop rain, and I cannot head out to the trails, and I'm pretty much kind of burned out of ideas. Um, yeah. So I feel that this is a good time for me to maybe do something different. And here's something that caught my attention this week about sleep in general. And in this article by Business Insider says that Elon Musk has been going through a very taxing period of his life, especially this year, stating that he's been working for approximately 120 hours for multiple weeks. And for anybody who reads this, you might think that, hey, that's insanity, which I actually believe this is crazy. Like, I actually cannot imagine somebody working that much hours for multiple weeks. So Ariana Huffington, she is the owner of the Huffington Post. I know that she's a huge advocate about having a good sleeping habits. She actually tried to reach out to Elon, and she was like, "Yeah, this is not the right way we should go about your daily routine and habits, and you should probably reconsider about things that you're doing." He basically snapped back at her. He responds by saying that I have no choice, and this is not optional. Like, I'm stuck in this, and this just like caught my attention this entire week since I've been just sleeping like real bad. I've been going to bed like at 12 a.m. and I really hate that. I used to go down in my bed around 10:30, just for the sake of having a good sleep, and get up around 5 a.m., 5:30 ish, so I can get a workout and start my day. And I don't know, this is crazy. I feel that there's this like trophy that people hold up these days about working more than you do, sleeping less than you do, and basically if you're not working as hard as the other guy or this next other guy, that's bad for you. You're basically a disgrace, and I don't believe that's the point of like enslaving yourself just to get something done. Sometimes I feel that it's not about how much you work or how much sleep didn't get. It's about the quality of work they put and the quality of sleep. Some people might find it weak for you to like stick to a strict, let's say, 8-hour schedule, in which you could probably take it up to 12 hours. But honestly, I don't buy into that. I do believe that there are times that you have to actually roll up your sleeves and get to work, but it should be something that shouldn't be happening that much. And I feel that Elon's just at a moment in which, well, by the way, I'm a huge fan of Elon. I read one of his books around a year ago or so, and one thing that I can take from him is that you have time. Like, if he can actually manage this bunch of companies and still look sane, I feel that everybody has got time. It's just like a commitment. So at the same time, like, I don't think I think like Elon is just taking too much work. I believe that he's just taking all the work, and he's not considering getting somebody who could help him. Actually, I think that they're trying to work on getting somebody who can help him out. So I believe that in this article he says that if they can find somebody who can work just as him, then get him on board. And I feel that that's the best way for him to go, since it's just been acting a little bit erratic. I could even say manic, and just like for the fact that he's been just going at let's say, like that case of the kids who got stuck in a cave. He actually jumped in, and that created a series of events in which the actual people who were down were not very pleased by Elon's presence, and he got in a fight. So as you may already know, he called a guy a pedophile. So it's kind of messed up. Like, it it could be a reflection of his work schedule. Like he might be a little bit out of his mind, so it might be just as a product, which I don't defend, but at the same time, it's like, dude, like you don't have to call people like that. So it could be a product of his workload. Like he cannot actually have a right conversation in times like that. So even his investors that have called out Elon says that you should probably get some sleep. We understand that you've been taking Ambien, which is like a sleeping pill, and we still find you tweeting at 2:30 in the morning. In fact, the tweet that he got back at Ariana Huffington was at 2:30. So it was like the perfect example of him like stuck in the office. It's like, yeah, it's 2:30 a.m. Like I have no option but to stay here. So I don't know. I think it's crazy. It really got my attention this entire week. So I felt like this was like a good excuse for me to at least go live and post a video and just let people know that, hey, maybe even at the lowest level, at least for me, I'm working. And I feel that you should start working on your sleeping habits because it'll add up in the end. And to some extent, Elon is asking for this. He actually signed up for this kind of life. While at the same time, I congratulate him for what he's doing to humanity. I also think that he cannot just be like the one and the only messiah for technology. You should probably consider stepping back. But at the same time, it is that if I step back or I slow down, it'll cause Tesla and his companies to go bankrupt. So it's a huge sacrifice that it's not that easy. And I feel that he needs to just get himself somebody who can work along with him. And yeah, that's pretty much what I want to say about this article. And I'm gonna drop it in somewhere. This is gonna be. I'm thinking about posting this video on YouTube and Twitch, and getting the audio for Anchor so that it can be redistributed across all platforms. So you can find it on Spotify, iTunes. So you'll find the audio on Anchor, and you'll find the video on my YouTube channel. So that's pretty much what I wanted to say. I think we have how much? We have 7 minutes in here. So yeah, like in conclusion, I feel that Elon needs to reconsider what people like Ariana is saying to him, because this is a very wholesome advice for Elon, and for him to just reply like that, it's kind of messed up. I compared this as the event that he had with the guy with the kids at the cave. It's not. I mean, I understand your point, but at the same time, just like try to listen to the lady. She's a very huge advocate of sleeping. I think she has a book about sleeping habits. So I don't know. It's just like two spectrums that you cannot justify. Like you could undersleep and overwork and get some crazy results, but at the same time, you're kind of holding your life. You're basically killing yourself faster than you should. So I don't know. It's crazy. I feel that it's crazy, like the amount of work people do just to, let's say, get a car, an automated car going on, or a spaceship going down to Mars, which is crazy. So I don't know. He's like at a crossroads in which he cannot say like, yeah, I can go this way or this other way. It's not that easy. So I just wish the best for this dude. He's kind of crazy. Ariana, I understand her point, but at the same time, it's not optional. But I mean, is it? Like, it could be optional. Like, there's got to be a way. So yes, like this, like Elon, like keep an eye on what you're doing, man. Like we don't want you dead. So yes, that's pretty much what I wanted to say. And thank you for your time. I'm gonna try to make this a weekly habit, just to get an article and post it here. And I feel like this could probably be super related to mountain biking and sleep, which is super healthy to get a good sleeping schedule. And let me know in the comments what you think about this. How can you relate this to biking in general? And I'll be more than happy to read your comments and get back at you. So thank you a lot for your time.